You all, how is everybody today? Hello, I am Leah.
And I am Laura.
And together we are
Hot
Chicken.
Yes.
Welcome, everybody. I see Cheryl Rafferty. I see Alice and Schmitty.
I see
and also
you.
Ishmael.
Hello.
Glad you're all here. Cheryl Rafferty. Let's do this thing.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
To it.
Cheryl, we've been missing you. I understand you have to work on Fridays.
Yes.
Why are you here
that
now?
Sucks.
Did you take a break?
She told us earlier that
I wasn't reading. I was doing other things.
Oh, excusez-moi. She was going to coordinate her break time with our
wonderful
I was going to Blue Scoop in the house.
Hi, Blue Scoop.
Hi, Blue Scoop.
Mm-hmm.
So we found a new concoction today. We went to, okay, I've already started.
So go ahead.
Today is my 1-year anniversary of bariatric surgery.
Woo! Now, really, that's a lot. How 1 year ago
today.
Since that day,
yes.
How much weight have you lost, Leah?
I have lost 180 pounds.
Since that day?
Not since that day.
That day.
Oh, I'd have to go back and look.
She told you today.
No, that was from the first time I saw them.
Oh, okay.
Which was 150 something, but I had lost weight before.
She's just lost a lot of weight.
I've lost a lot of weight,
and I think that's fantastic.
The reason I brought that up first was because
because she's having a moment.
I'm having a senior moment.
That's okay, Leah. We'll forgive you this once.
Just this. I've forgotten. Oh.
You were talking the drinks. What kind of
drinks? Yes, because I can have it because it's sugar-free, and it is from Finland.
Well,
from our Scandinavian friends. Laura's got one too.
Long drink.
This particular one is 0 sugar, 0 carbs.
Pegasus, hello.
Pegasus,
yes,
in the house.
0 sugar, 0 carbs, and 5% alcohol, just enough
for me
to put you on the tipsy side,
just a bit.
Yes.
Yeah. So to that I say fabulous. Fan-freaking-tastic.
Yes.
So anyway, remember last week I talked about Temu. Is that what's called? Temu?
We don't know how to say it, but it's spelled T-E-M-U.
I introduced last week Laura to it, just like I did here, and she's now.
I'm a Temu-holic.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
But when you find really cool things for from $1 to, $10.
Whatever, yeah. The thing is when you're losing weight at a rapid rate and you're changing sizes like every week, there's a new size to be had. You don't want to spend a lot of money on clothes.
Not at all.
So here we are. Cheers, Cheryl Rafferty. We are drinking our long drink.
But the thing is, too, just because you're changing sizes, for me, it's wonderful for my budget.
Right.
Just saying.
Well, that too.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're changing sizes every other week, talk about budget issues.
Yeah, I get it. I totally do.
I'm not changing every other week now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting closer to
the shipping price.
Sometimes they ship it for free.
Yeah,
their promotion.
They have so many promotions. You just have to watch it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So anyway, it is amazing.
Amazing.
Amazing. That's from the site.
T-E-M-U.
I did buy some pants that were kind of Thank you. That's my mommy. That's my mother. Her thumbprint.
I think it's fantastic. I should have done that.
Yes. Anyway, what was I saying?
You were saying about your pants.
I was saying my pants shrunk. I washed them on cold, dried them on air dry.
Have to hang them.
Air dry is just air.
I don't care. You still have to hang them.
They shrunk. They still fit my body, but they shrunk this way. They're more like capris than
beach pants.
They're beach pants.
Yes, I'll wear them.
You'll wear them?
If you don't want to,
I would give them to her.
I think she should get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Get over the.
I don't like to wear shorter pants, even capris, because of my lymphedema. But I need to get over it.
Yes, you do. You need to get over it, Leah, because you know what? You live life once.
That's right.
And you might as well feel the feels and let
go. Letting the air hit my
the sea on your legs, the air,
The
and then
salt water.
the salt water.
Okay.
Imagine
All right.
that. Yeah.
Imagine that.
Ooh. Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. If you haven't noticed already, we got rid of the background that matches my hair.
Yes. Now she has a light coming out of her head.
The light used to blend in just like my hair
Yeah.
with the previous background, but now it stands out like a sore thumb.
No, I love it.
We need a bigger boom
I think
on
this
it.
is good. I think we need a different light here, maybe. I don't know. What do y'all think? Just leave it. It's crooked.
That
It's a little
bothers
bit.
her.
I am so
Yeah.
anal about that. If I walk into somebody's house, if it's your house, you
Mhm.
may be very offended if I walk up to a picture on your wall and straighten it a little bit.
And then she'd have to beg the question, am I the a-hole
Am I the a-hole for doing
for
that?
fixing
What do
somebody
you think
else's
about
picture?
that?
If you walked in and straightened somebody's picture in their home, would that make you the a-hole? What do you guys think?
I don't know. I'm thinking because I do it. I did it at
And I
Mo's
find
house.
it depends on the friend. It
Yeah.
depends on your level of friendship and your
Oh,
comfortable.
well, true. I wouldn't walk into a
ability.
stranger's home. And
Right. Would you
you
go
know.
to a dinner party at somebody's house that you've maybe met once or
It
twice?
depends how friendly I've gotten with the people that live there. Like, if we're having fun conversation, I might go over and then, oh, I'm sorry I did that. But I'm anal about it. Ask first. Alice says ask first.
Ask first.
Yeah, maybe that.
Go.
It's really bothering me. Is there a reason you have it like that?
Oh, that's even worse.
If I say, is there a
That's
reason?
even yes. That's even worse.
If I said to you,
that makes you the asshole for the a-hole for sure.
So I can't say to you at your home, is it you or me?
Now, Blue Scoop says, level her out all you want.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll come to your house and
Ishmael.
I don't charge anything.
We enjoy always seeing you. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Yeah, I don't know. You're right. That's probably pretty a-holio-ish.
A-holio-ish.
Yeah, a-holio-ish.
Yeah.
I like that, a-holio.
A-holio.
Uh-huh.
It's like, hey, oleo. I don't know.
Don't eat oleo, you a-holio.
Whatever.
Sorry.
Anyway, this last week I was introduced to that. Are you guys on Reddit? Have you seen Reddit? There's are they called message?
I don't know
boards
what they
these
call it.
days?
I just started looking at it myself.
There's
different subjects,
subjects. There's one, it's called, Am I the a-hole?
We're not going to say it out loud because,
I don't want to be demonetized for saying
something that we should be able to say.
That we should be able to say.
Reddit
and I've
thread.
already said it once, so if we're going to be demonetized, it's a Reddit thread. Thank you, Alice. Anyway, I went down the rabbit hole.
Of course you did.
That's what I do.
Everybody does.
Everybody does.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. People want to know, like 10s to 20s, 30s of these a day.
Yeah.
Where people are asking, for your opinions.
Yeah.
Am I the a-hole or a-holio?
And so they write out these things, just like really describing what happened. And then people answer, what they think, if they are or
no,
not,
you
why.
were not the a-holio. So-and-so was, or vice versa.
Or both of you are.
Mm-hmm. Or both of you are.
Yes.
So whatever, it's fascinating. So I thought today we could read some of these.
That sounds good.
And talk about them with y'all and see, are these people the a-holios?
Okay.
You want to, Laura's got it pulled up.
I've got one pulled up. That's really
swear
funny.
to you, have not.
We haven't talked about it.
We haven't talked about
we
them at all.
We read it just so I can read it out loud.
We just read it through, and that was it. And we're not allowed to open our mouths. So when we talk about it, we can. So the first one.
Am I the a-holio for mocking my friend's husband's weight? Me, it says my 22 female, she's 22. best friend Jenny, who's 23, just recently had a baby with her husband Tom, who's 25. My boyfriend and I got to meet their baby boy for the first time last weekend when they came over to our flat for dinner. We have a hot
Very
tub on our
British.
balcony that my parents
Hmm.
gave us for
I wonder
Christmas
if they got
last year.
approval to do that, because there could be a weight restriction thing. Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Any-
Cheryl Rafferty says she loves these. Okay, go on. I
Okay,
do
so
too.
we have a hot tub on our balcony that my parents gave us for Christmas last year. And I
Lucky.
had told them to bring swimwear so we could go in after dinner.
Nice. That was
Okay.
nice. I hate going to somebody's house who has a hot tub and they never say, "Oh, would you like
Should
to
have brought your bathing suit.
Right.
Well, I did. However,
Yeah, right.
okay.
Anyway, go on.
My boyfriend wasn't up for it, so he held the baby while us three got ready to get in the tub. So she and her sister and brother-in-law,
Mhm.
okay, got in the tub. Jenny was the last person to get changed and came out of the bathroom in a bikini. I thought she looked amazing, really happy and glowing. But
Nice.
Tom, her husband, kind
No,
of
don't
laughed
even. Go
and
on.
said something about her still having some weight to lose before she'd be as attractive as she was before her pregnancy.
Oh,
You can
that
see maybe
isn't-
where I'm going to
okay.
go with that. Okay. I was a bit stunned by the comment, and even though Jenny didn't say anything,
Of
her
course
smile
not.
disappeared and she looked obviously uncomfortable.
Mm.
She and I had talked about her struggling with weight gain during her pregnancy, and I thought Tom's comment was more than insensitive. Well, I won't say anything. I got angry because I started wondering what he might be saying to her in private if he was comfortable dropping lines like that in front of other people. So I responded with, "She just had a baby. What's your excuse?"
Ah, I love it.
The dude had a hefty beer belly and a double
Just
chin,
saying.
but thinks he can joke about a new mom's weight.
Mm.
Anyway, he got really defensive and told me that I need to learn how to take a joke before stomping off to the hot tub. So he went huffing off to the hot tub.
Hmm.
Jenny chuckled at my comment, and I thought that was that. But when they left for the night, Tom pulled me aside and told me to keep my nose out of other people's business. I don't think I was entirely in the wrong, but my boyfriend told me I shouldn't have reacted at all because it really wasn't my business. And I think Tom's reaction speaks for itself. And it makes me wonder whether I might have been the A-H
A-holio.
in the situation.
Well, let me just say, first of all, being the year of my anniversary of losing weight myself and dealing with this kind of crap my entire life, okay? Should she have said something? If I were Jenny, I would be thrilled if my friend stood up for me. And in fact, if nobody said anything, I might be slightly, I mean, come on. But
Wait a minute. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I would have just said out loud, "You are absolutely gorgeous. Don't listen to your old man." I would have totally called him out right then and there. Just saying.
Well, and you did just now.
I called him out.
Tom, if you're watching this,
Don't do that.
don't do that.
I'm calling you out.
Yeah.
No matter what, you never mention a
When your
woman's
wife's
weight
after pregnancy.
whether you're in private, but now you're in public with other people. Do not do that. Hi, sweet country living. Hi there.
We are deciding whether Tom or the OP original poster is the A-holio. I'm just
No,
going to say it.
I understand, maybe it was
Little
wrong.
piece
Little piece.
in the
Hello.
house.
So I would think the only thing that may have been something to change in that whole scenario, maybe she wouldn't have said, "What's
About-
your excuse?"
She,
the whole thing about
exactly. Okay,
yeah.
so two wrongs don't make a right.
she just had a baby. What's your excuse? That's
Yeah,
kind of
that's
being
fat
passive
shaming
aggressive.
as well.
Passive aggressive. Yeah.
That's
Hi, this old helmet.
Hi, strap on, spelled backwards.
Oh
is
my
no
God.
parts.
No parts. I like that, actually.
That's
Anyway,
right.
Okay.
Oh my God, that's hysterical. Anywho, two wrongs don't make a right. I can see that would have been my initial reaction as to how do you like it, buddy?
right.
You know, but body shaming somebody else because
They just had a baby.
right. Well, and that's
And the sister's point also when she said, if he could say that to her in front of people, what is
Hello.
he doing behind the scenes? What is he
Right.
doing when they get home? To me,
right.
that would be a slight red flag, and
And
I
I-
would open my eyes a little wider.
What's scary to me is I don't think this is an isolated incident.
Yeah,
or
between them,
conversation.
because she
Not
chuckles.
just no, I'm talking about just across the board couples
Mhm.
that this happens to women all the time, that they're body shamed by their partners.
Yeah, and somehow we are taught to accept it. I
Or
don't
just
think
keep our mouths
or
shut
because we
because yeah, you're right. I should be
maybe he's a
thinner, I
little
should be-
narcissistic, and we know that if we engage, it's just going to be our fault anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can't. He was a A-holio to the extreme.
I agree, Leah.
Was the original poster an A-holio? There
No.
was A-holio things about it. However, I do not blame her one bit. And if it were my friend, I would have said the same damn thing.
Well, because they were related, sisters, and then
no, they weren't
brother-in-law.
sisters.
No.
they weren't sisters. They were
Was there-
friends, best friends.
Okay, so
Yeah,
they're best friends. That's like a sister.
that's right.
And so sounds to me like they have a pretty good relationship.
Well,
all of them.
absolutely. And if Jenny laughed at what she said,
He should have been.
Jenny gave her the okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Sister.
true. I didn't even think
Yes.
about that.
Anyway,
Yes.
so
There's our
Tom,
answer.
Tom, you're an a-hole.
You're the a-hole.
And original poster, maybe everything wasn't PC, let's just say, but you go, girl. That's what
There you
I
go,
say.
girl. I just hope that you're fine when you get home. Take my number.
You mean the Jenny?
Yes, Jenny.
Yeah,
Of
me
course.
too.
Anyway, let's
Yeah,
read another
that's-
one. Do you
let's
like
read
those? I
another
think
one.
that's fun.
I need your
Oops.
face.
All right.
Okay, so next.
What's wrong with your phone?
It's charging.
Oh, 61%.
Here's another weight related one. This seems to be a trend today. These are all posted today. These are not old. So,
Oh, wow.
oh no, that's the other
That's the
one.
one we just
Okay,
read.
no, but we got another one. All righty then.
She's going to find it, really.
Well, I am.
In the meantime, I shall sing you a song.
I know you're.
No, I'm not, she says.
No, you're not.
I'm
You
not going
will
to sing
be
a song.
singing. Okay, let's read one that's not related. This one.
Oh, gosh. Let's see what it is.
Am I the a-holio for having my son miss his graduating road trip to watch his siblings?
You mean to babysit?
I haven't read the story yet.
Okay.
I'm reading the title.
I shall take a drink.
Thank you. My son just graduated high school and we're paying so he could go on a road trip with his friends. He was supposed to go Wednesday. My wife's mother and father got in a car accident. They live in another state, so we had to drive about 4 hours. My wife was a wreck and wasn't in the position to drive since she knew her dad was critical. He pulled through, luckily. We have 2 other kids, 11 and 7. We can't leave them at home alone and couldn't find a sitter to watch them on such short notice. We even tried our neighbors, but couldn't do it. So that left our 18-year-old. He was pissed, to put it mildly.
Wait, but stop. So they're going to go on a trip?
The 18-year-old
Wanted
just
to go on a
graduated from
senior
high,
trip with his friends.
and their parents paid for it. They were cool with it, but then this emergency popped
tragedy
up.
happened and they had
Okay,
to go.
yes.
Okay. And they needed a babysitter.
He was pissed, but he did it. I told him we would make it up to him, and he asked if his friends could postpone it a week. They couldn't, sadly. We were gone for 2 days. He pulled through. My wife stayed and I headed back. I paid him for watching the kids. He paid his son for watching the kids and went to talk to him about getting him on the trip that he was scheduled to go on.
Getting him back on the trip,
Yeah.
like that they're on now.
Right.
Okay.
It was supposed to be 2 weeks, and they should just be a state over. He blows up about ruining his trip, and there's no point going, even though he would still have 12 days of the trip. He called us a jerk and locked himself in his room.
Oh,
I need another opinion since this was an emergency, and he doesn't seem to care his grandparents almost passed. And then he edited the post and said, well, he called his mom. Let's say it didn't end well. And he basically said the same thing he said to me. Wife had a breakdown on the phone with him and she sent him the injuries and pictures of his grandparents.
I don't want to go back past this part. This is an edit.
Okay.
I want to talk about the original part.
Okay. Well, but there's more to the story, and you need more to the story.
Okay.
So she sent him, and oh, good news, Grandpa has some feeling back in his leg, and she showed him the ugly pictures, but it's okay. Grandpa now is back. Anyway, saying we didn't have emergency plans. We do. First, my closest friend, vacation babysitter, not available. Backup sitter. But I think what people are saying is, it was an emergency.
It was an emergency first. Go ahead.
They tried anyway. This will be my last day. I had a conversation with my son about everything. Mom and him will have a conversation when she calms down. His friends are not a state over. They are about 2 down and at this point going to Mexico. They probably will get to the border tonight, and he's had to have a passport, blah, 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 blah. The whole thing was a mess. Anyway.
I think this
if you could follow that, you could follow anything.
No, that's why I kept stopping you to try to get.
If you would have let me read.
No, I mean to catch up my brain to where that point was.
Okay, so the parents want to know, are they the assholes?
I'm confused too.
Are they the assholes for asking their 18-year-old son, or not asking him, but telling him that he needs to cancel his graduation trip, which had been planned and approved by the parents for quite some time and paid for, because the grandparents were in an accident and the parents had to go down and couldn't get
They have other children. They have other children, and so they told the 18-year-old that he had to babysit while they went to visit the grandparents who were in an accident.
Right.
So,
okay, so are they the a-holes for making their son cancel his trip?
That's the first part.
Okay.
Okay, my thought is, after knowing the second part, when she talks about we're going to catch you up to your trip, and we'll make sure you get there, which he would have still had 12 days left to his trip. What?
Jenny says family over fun. Anyway, go on.
I think that he was the son was an asshole for turning down going on the trip anyway after the fact. Then he was just being passive aggressive. Then he was just being, his teenage passive aggressive self.
Yes.
The parents were not wrong for asking him to do that. It was definitely needed. And he should be very apologetic for it. And if I was there, I would make him.
I would make him
apologize.
You apologize right now.
You apologize to your mother.
Yes.
He had a tantrum, right? Little piece, you're right. There you go, Alice. That's a good point too.
Yeah.
The one that's the relative.
Exactly. So the mother was too distraught to drive. We read that.
Mm-hmm.
However, he could have put her on a plane.
Could have.
And flown her to wherever she needed to go, and he could have stayed home. Also, my thought is they could have taken the 2 younger ones with them.
Yes.
To the hospital.
And then
would that be optimal? No, but
is it ever?
I mean, is it ever? It's an emergency.
What if she doesn't drive? Little piece says that's true. She should have mentioned that in the.
Yes.
But she was too distraught to drive.
They said she was too distraught to drive.
Kind of the same thing.
Right. Put her on a plane. There are both sides of this have an issue because the parents, I don't think I would never, knowing when I this was
She's bitter.
no, I wasn't bitter. I got not strep throat. I got
You got
scarlet
bitter.
fever when I was graduating from the 6th freaking grade. And it was like the week that we did all the fun stuff. And I missed all of those milestone markers graduating. And I think for this 18-year-old, this was a huge deal. And it only happens once. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, time to learn about life. But as a parent, I would have done.
Well, I
have
think there
exhausted
were other
everything.
options, but when you're in the stress of the moment and just think, the grandparents got in an accident. Imagine all of the things that were going on in their
Mhm.
head as they were trying to figure it all out. Maybe they didn't have a calm moment because here's the kid
True.
making a big scene and here's everybody trying to do their thing.
Right.
And you know how that works out. So everybody,
Exactly.
you didn't think it out fully. Because I
Right.
agree, have one of the parents stay home.
Have one of the parents, or
Because my
if
daughter,
she can't drive her and come back.
my daughter missed her senior trip because she got spinal meningitis.
Right. I mean,
And
things happen.
She wanted to go anyway, and I'm like, no. I mean,
Yeah.
we had her back punctured and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so there you.
I mean,
you know,
things do happen.
Yeah. So, but because
the way the son handled it, though,
I think the son, he
You
got
know,
what he deserved.
but he's 18.
Yeah, he's an adult now. He can vote.
But he doesn't have the mental capacity to, but he can fight for the country anyway.
Yeah. So what's next? Let's talk about something else.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
be flexible, little piece. Yes.
That's right.
Jenny V says life is wild and things are never guaranteed.
Right.
At the end of the day, I agree. At 18, it's hard to turn down fun plans, but kids nowadays need to quit with the tantrums and man up for the parents. For his parents, I agree.
Right.
We've been making it too easy for the kids. I'm not going to include myself, but I can see that those things are happening. I made it a little bit easier for my kids, but not that easy. What am I reading now?
You're going to read the next one. We're back to weight issues because
weight issues.
It seems to be the theme of the day.
Okay, this is good.
That's a good one.
It's not as long, but it's still long. I feel like my dyslexia.
Just read it.
My dyslexia is showing.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm going to do it. Am I the A-holio for not wanting to get weighed with the rest of my family? Where's this going to go? Main characters in this story are me, 27 female, and my aunt, 50 female. My aunt is obsessed with the British royal family, and she read some tabloid article saying that the royals have a Christmas tradition where everyone gets weighed when they arrive at the palace and then weighed again after dinner, and whoever gained the most weight wins because it means they had the best time.
I wouldn't be going to the palace.
Anyway,
go on.
It's my aunt's 50th birthday next week, and she and her husband are having a massive summer garden party to celebrate. My aunt decided that she wants to take the opportunity to emulate the royals. So she sent a big WhatsApp to all the guests saying that we'll need to step on a scale at the front door when we arrive. Oh, God. And then again on our way out. And then whoever gains the most will be announced and get some cake to take home as a prize. You pig, here's a cake. Anyway, I've struggled with an eating disorder for over a decade. This is something that most people in my family are aware of because I was hospitalized 2 years ago. I'm in recovery now because I can barely handle weighing myself on my own, much less in front of anyone else.
Read.
Okay.
You confuse people.
I messaged my aunt privately, letting her know that I wouldn't be doing the weighing thing. She didn't reply, but instead called my mom. So then my mom called me and basically said she understood my perspective, but that it shouldn't kill me just to suck it up and not cause any drama. Apparently, my aunt argued that it would look weird if one person didn't participate because her plan was to have a whiteboard a whiteboard set up in the hallway where everyone's weights will be recorded. And she doesn't want people to notice that I wouldn't be included. My mom also pointed out that it might cause more gossip about my weight and past hospitalization if I came to the party and refused to participate. So now I'm also stressed out about that. Plus, I can't imagine my aunt complaining to everyone at the party about me. And I feel like having a complete panic attack whenever I think about it.
I'm having one just listening to it. Go on.
I messaged my aunt saying I wouldn't be attending the party, which only caused her to become even angrier. And now she's venting to everyone in the family that I'm a selfish drama queen. My mom is on my side and says she won't push me to go, but I can tell she's upset because she hates it when there's any drama in the family, especially with her and her sister. So now I just feel really guilty that my stupid body issues have caused all this fighting. Am I the A-holio for not just dealing with it and getting weighed like everyone else?
No, you are not the A-holio at all.
I think she should be able to opt out and still go to the party. And
You-
why does everybody have
First
to
of
do
all,
it?
you are dealing with a medical,
Psychological
mental illness.
Yes.
Okay, that's okay.
And the family, she said it, the family knows about
knew
it.
about it. I mean, yes, a thoughtless A-holio. I'm telling you, I would have never. No, I would have been in tears in a corner. I mean, I can't even explain to you the horror that would have caused me
Yeah.
to do.
And Little Piece has a good thought about that. Just go out and do something else.
Right.
Get away from those
I
people.
wouldn't even.
Obviously.
I wouldn't even have declined the invitation. I just wouldn't have shown up.
Yeah. No, I would
Because
have.
At that point, I would have already been in hyperdrive mentally.
Off with her head.
Yeah,
Off with Auntie's head.
that's right. I mean, if
Yes.
she wants to play Royal Family, let's play it.
Yes. I mean, we don't stop at the end.
No,
You don't follow the rules. You have to go to the dungeon.
right, and have your
Yes.
head removed.
And then tomorrow evening at
I
9.
can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. First of all, if you want to play your little parlor games, it's like if I go to a birthday party and everybody's playing spin the bottle and I don't want to, I go, yeah, no thanks. And that's okay. So, I mean, and
Why do you
nobody's
have to
going to
do
go,
that?
why? I mean,
Yeah.
you don't.
You don't have to play.
And so why would this aunt, knowing, I can't even imagine the insensitivity of this woman. I can't.
Well, and also her mother for not actually
and
sticking
saying,
up
no,
for
I
her.
will talk to my sister and tell her, no.
Just don't cause any drama.
No.
This is all passive aggressive things that they do. This
Yeah.
is an unhealthy family.
If
All right, what did
Irish
Alice?
and people know that PSD, right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. Or people, just your pets, having trauma from it and people thinking you're ridiculous for, whatever.
She digresses.
I digress. Total insensitivity by the aunt. You, honey, are no way the A-holio. Your auntie should be drawn and quartered in the town square.
Agree.
Agreed.
So
Thank
there
you.
you have it. What's next? Are we one more? Are we going one more?
I don't know. Let's see what we got.
Let's see.
Oh, there's another weight one.
Is there?
Oh my God. Yes, there's so many weight ones.
I think that's a big issue for people. Speaking of
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Post-traumatic stress.
Am I the a-hole for not letting my family see my kids? And seeing my kids after they made comments about my foster kids' weight and refused to let them have a snack.
This is a long one. I read this one yesterday.
It's not that
It's not
long.
that long. Okay.
Okay. My husband and I have 2 kids, a female 5 years old and a female 7 years old. We're also fostering 2 other girls, a 9-year-old female and a 17-year-old female. Our foster daughter's bio parents did not feed the girls. They both came to us dangerously underweight, and they both have NG tubes, which is, if you don't know, a feeding
It's
tube.
a feeding tube.
Because of this, I try not to put restrictions on their food. They each have a drawer in the pantry with pre-portioned snacks, and they're allowed to take whatever they want whenever they want.
Wonder what kind of snacks they are.
I don't know. I'm sure they're healthy
Well,
snacks.
hopefully.
They have seen my parents twice. The first time at their house for Mother's Day, and my mom and my sister made comments about their weight in front of me and pulled my 17-year-old aside to insult her some more.
So I wonder if if the kids had gained weight or if they were still
think
very
they're
thin.
still very thin.
Okay,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Well,
not- I mean, either way,
yeah, it's both.
But I just wonder what.
We ended up leaving early. Then last week, I took all of the kids to the park, and my 7-year-old fell out of the big climbing area and broke her arm. My husband was at work, and so I couldn't reach him, and I told my 17-year-old to take the kids home. It's just a few blocks away. And I started calling friends and family to watch the kids. My mom was the only person available. I texted her some basic rules for the kids and made sure she knew about the snack drawers with their names on them, and the kids were allowed to have a snack whenever they wanted from the drawer at any time. Apparently, my 9-year-old wanted a snack, but my mom decided it was too close to dinner, so she didn't let her get anything. 9-year-old told 17-year-old, and she tried to get something for her, but mom stopped her from going to the pantry. 17-year-old argued with my mom, and in response, my mom took the extra child's child-proof locks and child-proofed the pantry.
Wait, is that where the snacks are?
Yes.
Okay.
My 17-year-old took my 9-year-old, and they locked themselves in their room until I came home. It took me all night to calm them down, and my 17-year-old didn't want to let my 9-year-old out of her sight for a couple of days thereafter.
Trauma.
The next morning, I called my mom and told her I don't want her to see any of my kids anymore due to the way she treats my foster daughters. It's not fair to put them through this, and I don't want my younger kids to see this and think it's okay to treat them that way as well.
Steve, this is a Am I the A-holio?
Yes.
From Reddit. We're reading some
Yeah.
of those, and then we're going to talk about it.
My mom thinks I'm overreacting and spoiling the girls, and most of the family agrees with them. So for right now, I'm not letting any of the family see any of the kids. Now they're calling me a horrible mom for taking my bio kids' family from them, and I just don't know anymore. Am I the A-holio for not letting them see my kids?
I'm confused.
First of all, these two girls, these two foster children, 9 and hi Shar, 9 and 17 years old, have obviously been horribly abused in their previous home situation.
That's the first thing. So they're taken and fostered to this other family.
Yes.
Who also have 2 children. Now, my thought is, and I'm probably wrong, but I feel like you've got 4 children.
Yes, Alice, go on.
And the rule should be, I mean, if it's dinner time and dinner is going to be served shortly.
But here, you're jumping to a conclusion here, because she didn't say that the other children don't have access to snacks whenever they want either.
But she didn't say it, but she said the 2 did. So I think she probably has special drawers for the 2 that are underweight to have snacks whenever they feel like it.
And so be it, because these girls need to feel like they've been horribly abused.
Right, but I agree with Little Piece.
She should respect the rules, whether she agrees with them or not.
Yeah, but my thought is, if you're going to feed your children dinner, should they eat a snack before? Maybe we can consider that an appetizer. Just saying. I don't know. I mean,
I
I
don't
think that
care.
what the two foster children have different and more special than the other two is wrong as well.
But we're not hearing from the other two or from the mother that these children are being favored. Nobody has said you're favoring these two and you're not favored. That's not the issue.
To me, the issue is
The
mom should follow the rule. That mom really should
grandma should follow the rules.
If that's what everybody says is okay, then that's what it should be.
Right. And
And
obviously the trauma that these two have endured, being locked up for God knows how long and being deprived of food, they have mental trauma about food. And if they decide they want to eat at a certain time, they should be allowed to eat. Just saying, because this is like taking somebody in a concentration camp.
Well, this is hard though, because you should at the same time be teaching your children, how to eat healthy and when to eat. Of course, I think that we don't need to eat 3 meals a day. I think everybody should eat 6 shorter meals or 5 anyway. But anyway, I don't know. But if it's
Right,
the rule,
Jenny?
it's the rule.
Yeah. If it's almost like no one has conflict solving skills anymore. Yep.
I agree that with Alice saying that, nobody can deal with these problems. I don't think we're raising, they're so, that can go
anyway,
on. I think kids are really unfocused.
To me, the bottom line is mom set the rule. She set the expectation, whether you agree with it or not. You agreed to babysit in her home, and you should follow the rules.
Follow the rules. Yep, I agree.
Pure and simple.
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
Whether I agree with the rules or not.
Right.
The rules are what the rules are.
Right. Exactly.
I shouldn't have to wait at a stoplight.
It's like
if I can't see anybody coming.
When I take my children to grandma's house, and we did that a lot. I didn't walk into her home and say, okay, well, they this, that, the other, you can't, these are grandma's rules. If grandma says, no, you're not having sweets, or let's have ice cream before dinner, it's grandma's house. Just saying. Mr. Scotsman's here.
Oh dear, I didn't see that. I was ready for it. But I snuck a peek.
Uh-oh, she took a little peek.
A little pixie.
Yes. I've been drinking too much liquid. Anyway.
Uh-oh, that must mean she needs to excuse herself.
So let's just say, do you guys enjoy talking about this stuff? I find it fascinating.
It's pretty good. We'll read one more. We have 15 minutes.
Yeah, well, we also could answer some old people.
Oh, there's old people questions.
Yeah, we can answer some questions.
I mean, we're old now.
Just ask old people advice. And so there are people on Reddit that go to one of the threads and they ask old people for their advice.
I'm ready. That's like Ask Yo Mama.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. This is one of my favorites. Okay. How long will I be on the toilet for colonoscopy prep?
Well, I can just say.
My first question is, if you're getting a colonoscopy, you must be pretty old too. Just saying.
Or
prunes.
Maybe
that's right, little
maybe.
But if you haven't had a colonoscopy,
their family, so they're in their early 40s.
Okay. So first of all, for those of you that are younger and don't know, when you have a colonoscopy,
let Leah explain this.
14 hours prior to your procedure, you're going to start drinking the prep.
And it's a gallon of prep. And they tell you every 15 minutes
you have to drink. Yeah,
you have to have so much. And then somewhere within that first hour.
Right. Yes. So
you must place a nice comfortable chair next to the toilet.
Because you're going to be on that. To answer your question, how long you're going to be, I would say 15 to 30 minutes after you start drinking your prep, just camp out. And if you're comfortable on the toilet, just hang out.
Maybe get a
pillow. get a sound machine.
Get a donut. It's a little softy.
That's going to be your world for the next 14 hours.
Well, I'd say for me, you start at 6 o'clock I mean, I was able to sleep during the night
After you finish consuming,
because they make you do some
gallon,
in the evening and then in the morning
you
again.
start again.
Right. So you do
Yeah.
have a little moment of relief.
Yeah, I would say a couple hours, an hour or two after you finish drinking it,
Mhm.
it slows down.
Yes.
Where you might go every couple hours,
Yeah.
but you're going to go.
So
It doesn't stop.
beware. You will be
Beware.
on there for,
Mhm.
after 6 o'clock. Just plan on it for the whole time until you go to your appointment. That's the way it is.
That's right.
Mhm.
And then don't go more than 2 feet. That's right.
Hello.
Yes. Oh, you've
See,
heard
the
Jenny
pharmacy.
knows
Jenny's
because
got
she
it.
prescribes that stuff. Movie
Yep.
prep.
I had to take some kind of pill because of the way my stomach
No.
works. So Jenny, you probably
You
even
got
know
it,
what kind of
Jenny.
pill that is.
Don't trust the fart.
Never.
never trust the fart because it got a surprise for you.
What's that?
Oh,
That's funny.
No, you may not.
Where can I wear
Please.
my Speedo? You can wear it anywhere, but don't come to my house.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see it. I've got to pee.
It's okay, Leah. You've got 10 minutes to go. 12 minutes.
Yes. Advice on moving. I don't know anything about that. Best advice I can give. Okay. Moving in with my boyfriend. Okay. Here's what we can all add to.
You guys
Read it.
probably been there, done that, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is. I'm 26. I'm female, moving in with my boyfriend, 29. We've been dating for 6 months, but I've been living at his house every day for the past 3 months. Originally, we weren't 100% about officially moving in together, but since it's been at least 3 months of me living there full time, we would like to commit officially. Does anyone have any advice on what to do, i.e., making a plan for if we break up, etc.? What tips do you have to be successful in terms of living with a partner long term? Thanks in advance.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You've been living with the dude for 3 months already.
Mhm.
Why are you asking this question?
Right.
Okay. Anyway,
Same rules should apply, whether it's official. What is official?
doesn't
You're living with somebody.
make a plan if you break up? You should just make that plan. That should be the number one thing that you think of before.
You don't have to make a plan with your partner.
No,
but you better
it's
have a
you
backup
better
plan.
you better have extra finances. You never know when that thing's going to happen.
Let me just say, I lived with somebody for 2 years. And
official means she has to start paying bills.
That's true. She's got to pay
Right.
part of the rent or mortgage
better
or
have a
whatever
good job.
it is. Yes, that's official. So that's the thing. Do you keep your finances separate? Absolutely. Keep your finances separate.
Definitely. And I would recommend not even having a joint account.
No.
A lot of people do that, and then that's
can
where they
say,
get screwed up.
I'll pay 50% of whatever, and that's fine. I will then transfer Venmo to you, whatever, but keep your finances separate.
Absolutely. Number one.
Number two, have a backup plan because you never know.
Number 3, use birth control. Just saying.
Amen to that.
Number 4.
I want to go back to number 2. Have a backup plan.
Have a backup plan.
I'm just saying, I lived with somebody for 2 years.
Yes.
Okay, things are going, I thought seemed well.
Long drink.
We were talking about we were going to have a garage sale, and he wanted me to get rid of all my stuff that I brought into the household prior to.
No.
Right? And I'm like, no, I don't want to get rid of and I didn't.
Good.
Then 2 days later, he tells me this is just not working out.
Okay, did he ask you to sell it?
At the garage sale.
So he wanted your money. He saw all those expensive items you brought over there, and he said, "Hey, let's sell those in the garage sale, so I can pack up and go to Canada."
Whatever.
That's what my ex did. Not Canada, but
close enough.
Close enough.
Anyway, so I was just
digress.
so 2 days later, you You wanted me to sell everything I would have to start over again, knowing you were going to kick my ass to the curb.
Right.
Just wrong.
Right.
Anyway,
No,
so
I
have
mean,
a backup plan.
have a backup plan.
Don't sell your stuff. Get a storage unit.
Yes.
Whatever you have to do, don't give up
Your stuff.
your stuff.
Keep a bed. Don't sell your bed
Mm-hmm.
because, you know,
Yeah, you might
my
need
thought
it.
is 6 months, it's done.
Mm-hmm. Well, guess what? My bed was the bed we had, and I pulled that right
Good,
out from
good
under
job.
him.
You had to sleep on the floor
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
with all
yep,
of the
yep,
garage
yep, yep.
sale money. It's like, wee.
How could anyone ever do that to us, Steve? I'll tell you, I don't know, but it happened. Trust me. It was very interesting.
My mama always taught me not to live
not
with
to live
somebody
in sin. Don't give
before-
away the milk.
before you. Yeah, not give away the milk before you pay for it.
That's right.
What was that saying? What? Not
Don't. Why would you buy the milk if you
Can
cow
get it
if you
for
can
free.
get the cow?
No.
If you can.
don't buy it. Wait, whatever. You know what we're saying.
Yeah.
We're old people. Old people. That's why we're answering these questions.
That's why we have the answers, but we can't remember the sayings.
Yes, but we know them because we feel them.
Why buy the cow if you can get the milk for free?
Yes. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free?
That's right.
It could be the same thing. You could say, why buy the milk if you can get it for free?
The cow for free?
No, just the milk. I don't care to take care of a cow. I'll just get the milk for free.
Okay, whatever. I don't have to feed it. I don't have to do any of that. Right?
That's right.
That's right.
All right.
So ask old people. That's important to know. I'm just saying, have a backup plan. Any of you guys have any, good thoughts on that? Any advice for our young friends wanting to live together? I say,
don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah, move in with a friend instead.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have fun. Don't walk on eggshells.
Yeah.
That hurts. Never getting a cow, right?
Oh, if you were to go back and be 21 again, what is the one thing you would absolutely do more of?
Oh, well, I know what you're going to say. I'm going to guess. I'm thinking Leah's going to say travel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. Travel.
Travel.
Absolutely.
Travel before you have children, before you have huge job commitments like, a career that you can't get out of anymore.
Sure, you're right. Make sure he isn't an addict of any kind.
Yes.
Make sure of that.
Do a
And,
background
sometimes
check.
it's hard. Background check. We were digressing to the last question,
Yes.
but yes, that's a good one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now,
Make
what were
sure
we
they're
talking
not,
about?
because I'll tell you, I had a friend that her daughter and very, very religious people met in the church, the whole 9 yards. She marries him, and finds out he's an alcoholic after they've,
Couldn't she smell it on his breath?
I don't know.
Interesting.
I mean, they didn't live together because of their religious beliefs.
Right.
So
before we get married, I want you to have a blood test, a hair
yes, sure.
test,
See, yes,
a pee test.
yeah, you're gonna have STD test,
STDs. Yes,
just saying,
all of that and above.
Yep.
Mm.
So anyway, so if I would travel more, and knowing now that I love cruising, I probably would have gotten a job on a cruise ship.
Yes.
For a couple of years or contracts even. And, I want to see the birth certificate. Yes.
I want to go. I would, if I was 21 again, I would not be so concerned about getting married. I don't know. Growing up from parents that had us in the 50s.
Right. And marriage was.
That was like the thing that you were preparing for. Always preparing for the wedding. Preparing for, little girls had ideas of their wedding, how beautiful it would be.
Right.
And they turn into bridezillas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I wouldn't concern myself with any man if I knew then what I know now.
Right.
If I know, I knew then what I know now. never concerned. I would say to myself, if it's going to happen, I'm going to run into him on the street. I mean, that's romantic, but if I don't, I wouldn't care. And if I did, perfect. You know what I'm saying? I would not
Right.
concern myself with having children,
Mm-hmm.
even though I love, love, love my children and I would
Right.
not trade them for anything. That wouldn't be the big priority. Once
Right.
I would just let life happen more while I'm working.
Yeah.
I don't know. That would be me.
Alice says she would stand up more for herself,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely, and move away from family, have my tubes tied and travel and have more fun. Yes, that's right. I wouldn't change a single thing. I'm not perfect, but I'm okay with the imperfect self.
And that was Jane.
I wouldn't want it different.
You know what? That's true because you do learn as you go, and it creates
Who you are.
today.
Yeah.
And so everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right too.
I still would have traveled more.
I would do that too.
Yeah.
I remember, a friend that I'm always talking about, Chris, that she cooked me the waffles last week.
Mm-hmm.
When she graduated, she got married right then, and it was basically because she was trying to get rid of her family. Things like that happened back then. People had to get married in order to move out.
Right.
So she did.
Yeah.
But anyway, after that, she just traveled and she divorced that guy and then just traveled around and did all kinds of cool things. And I always was jealous. I thought that was so good that she did that.
Yeah.
She had this old blue Dodge van, if you can picture it. Big, boxy, probably a 1969 version. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
One of those.
Yeah.
And she traveled all around.
Yeah, Alice, if we were traveling more 20 years ago, we would have all met 20 years ago.
20 years.
In the years
25, 20,
Wow.
19, 25. My mama was born.
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm. Well, thank you all for sticking with us today and trying out this new stuff.
I know. If you guys like these, we can do a couple. We don't have to do the whole
thing, but that's kind of a fun addition.
Yeah, I like
reading these things because people are just the same everywhere. You hear all kinds of stories.
I know.
It's very
interesting.
It's interesting and it's fun to give advice.
And we like our long drink.
And we like to drink long drinks.
Yes, we found our new drink
on Friday.
It's a great conversation story. Yes. How lovely to see you too, little peas.
Yes.
Good to
so
see
good.
you.
I was missing you the last couple months.
Yes. It's been a while.
Yeah.
My only edition is done.
I know, sure. She's been
she's
doing
busy.
additions and doing some artwork and things.
I know.
Very good.
Very nice. Yes. So anyway, I had my appointment today, 1 year appointment.
Yes.
I'm just so excited. So that's, I'm happy.
Yeah. 1 year.
I'd have done it again, even with all the troubles.
She was at a point at one point along the way where she wouldn't have done it again.
Mm-hmm. But I'm good now. And I'm going to do an update, my 1 year update. I will film that. How did your heart monitor thing go, Laura?
Oh, I wore that for 2 weeks and it was freaking itchy like crazy. And they said that they received the report and sent it back. Clicked on it, but it didn't have anything in it. I guess I'm good.
So no news is good.
I guess. Let me see really quick.
Yes. Thank you, Smitty.
Oh, don't say we're going to do that.
Oh, gosh.
I know,
trying
right?
to see if she has results because we just don't know.
I really don't. Test results. Echo complete.
Cardiac monitor patch.
Yeah, but that was when they applied it. There's no results.
Scan on, hit that. Images.
See?
Oh, well.
So never mind.
Never mind. We know nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was
That's
good.
right. Yeah. It's whatever. It is. We'll find out. Obviously, she's not. When Wayne wore his monitor, just to give you some context, he was called like the day they got it and said, "You need to come to the hospital now."
I guess I'm fine.
So she must be fine. Either that or they've lost my test results. Anyway.
Well,
Well, we have had fun today. Thank you for
Yes.
joining us in our new background. You guys like both thumbs
It
up?
goes better with our hair.
Yes. Thumbs up to the background.
Yes.
I miss you too. We miss you. So everybody have as Jenny says, a fabulous weekend.
Yes,
and
indeed.
we love you guys too. And until next Friday,
Friday?
are we over at?
No, we're here still.
We're here still
Yeah.
next Friday.
So we'll be here with our lovely background.
We'll be here with our lovely purple background. All right, my hair feels so good, doesn't it? Anyway, we love you. Bye.
Bye.